Covering news where you live. This is 5 News.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather where you live. I'm Joe Ellison.
And I'm Tiffany Lee. Today, Fayetteville will see a new mayor sworn in. Molly Ron unseated Fayetteville Mayor Lionel Jordan this past fall in a runoff election, defeating him by just 242 votes. Jordan has held the seat for the past 16 years and was seeking his 5th term.
The loss marks a significant shift in leadership for the city. Molly Ron spoke with 5 News shortly after her victory about her priorities moving forward, among them addressing the city's housing crisis.
It's not a switch that we're going to be able to flip overnight. I can't make anybody a promise that I'm going to take office and then all of a sudden the housing crisis is solved. It's something that there are, national forces, state forces at work, and yet there is much that we can do in terms of zoning to make it at least a little bit easier for people to be able to find housing. And so I'm ready to dig in and do the work and help make that a reality.
The swearing-in ceremony will be open to the public today.
As the 3,000-bed prison slated for Franklin County gets closer to being built, residents and lawmakers are finding more ways to push back.
State Senators Brian King and Gary Stubblefield, who represent Franklin County, said they called for Senate President Bart Hester to hold a Judiciary Committee meeting. They say that they hope to get answers to some unknowns and investigate the state's land purchase. They don't believe that was met with complete transparency.
However, Senator Hester said it's not an emergency and it'd be better to bring the issue to a committee during the legislative session in January. King believes it is an emergency, though, and the issue needs to have a singular focus.
Get in a session, then they're going to control the narrative. They're going to try to continue and deflect as they're doing. I mean, we're the state senators that represent that county. The people have questions.
King told 5 News he's planning on requesting a meeting with Joe Profuri, who's the governor's criminal justice senior advisor, to hopefully get some questions answered next week. He says that wouldn't need approval from Senator Hester. All right, let's check in with Zach for a look at that weather because things definitely are getting colder out there. Zach?
Yeah, again, it's been cooler this week after we saw a change going into the start of this week from the milder weather that we had during Christmas week. Much colder weather on the way as we go deeper into January. The first full week of January will certainly be the coldest air mass we've seen this entire cool season. For today, overall seasonal for us. Upper 40s for most of northwest Arkansas, maybe topping out near 50 in a couple of our warmest spots. I think we'll see more mostly cloudy skies with breaks of sunshine mixing in northwest Arkansas, and then we'll have more partly cloudy skies. Still added cloud cover in the area with breaks of sunshine in the River Valley, and the further south you go, should see more of those lower 50s. There will be a south breeze today across the area, 5 to 15 miles per hour. That will make overall western Arkansas, eastern Oklahoma feel a little bit cooler this afternoon. All right, here's a look at the next 3 days. Again, the storm system coming in this weekend is still way out in the Pacific Ocean, but it's still possible with the track that we're seeing right now that it could bring a rain to then rain snow brief mix as we go through the back half of the day on Sunday. We still have to work on the timing and the placement and the speed of this system. Bottom line, it does look like it is going to be getting wetter late Saturday into Saturday night and into Sunday with a chance of a wintry mix still not completely out of the question again for northwest Arkansas. Much colder weather going into next week, ladies.
Well, Arkansas's medical marijuana program hit some new records in 2024.
Since voter approval in 2016, it's still not operating to its full capacity, yet it is bringing in big numbers for the state. Ashley Godwin has more.
So we don't have a record in the overall spend. However, we do have a record and a big record when it comes to pounds purchased.
Every year since the beginning of the medical marijuana program in Arkansas, sales have gone through the roof, topping $283 million last year. But this year is different. While Arkansas won't break the record for money spent, it has surpassed how much product was sold, more than 70,000 pounds.
Which the obvious answer there is, it's just lower prices, which is great for patients.
Also this year, Arkansas reached 100,000 medical marijuana patients, a number that doubled state officials' expectations.
It's just an industry that, although it didn't grow in the overall spend year to year, it's hard to say that it's not still in growth mode.
The commission also revoked a license for the first time ever this year. Green Springs Medical Dispensary in Hot Springs lost its license because of violations. And still, almost 10 years after voters approved medical marijuana in the state, it continues to not reach its full potential. The commission has yet to assign all licenses for dispensaries because there were lawsuits that prevented the last 2 from being handed out. As of now, those lawsuits have been settled, and potentially Arkansas could see all 40 dispensaries active next year.
I think it's surpassed our expectations on all levels, whether it's patients, sales, tax generated.
Well, thank you for joining us here for the latest news and weather.
Have a great day.